Oh, it's only this game that it does it with.
It doesn't like to be video or
Yeah.
recorded.
Fucking Monica.
I'm just like, what is threat? Oh, come on! I'm gonna die in here.
Alright. Should be working. Alright, yeah, so from what I heard, I didn't read up on it, but I did hear that, and I think you were telling me too, Drake, there's only like maybe 10 or 15 minutes left of the game.
There's like 10 minutes left. We basically go through one more day.
Alright, so it'll probably be a super short stream. And then I'll just have to figure out the next game.
And then I'll tell you a very spoiler-heavy story
Okay.
right after.
So let's get started. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? I'll be Yuri in Austin.
Yeah, look at those tricks.
What are you doing here?
Well, I just... I glanced around the room.
Huh? So you're the Austin that Seals I was talking about.
Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Austin. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit.
Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict with him.
Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you.
Working? Austin, don't tell me.
That's right!
That's right.
The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up.
I don't want this.
No
I don't want
way.
this. I'm gonna die.
No way.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
Well, if Yuri's this happy, then I'm sure it won't be too bad to have you around.
Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club.
I don't know what to say.
Celebrate good times, come on. Hoo-hoo! What an appropriate day for that, isn't it?
Yeah. After all, Natsuki's
Bake
decided-
cupcakes.
Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay?
How about I make us some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da.
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears.
So cute.
Wow, those look amazing!
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then I follow.
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face.
Ah,
I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Well, of course it is.
what you're
I'm
saying?
a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything.
As Natsuki struggles to accept a compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Already trying to impress every member here.
Hey, that's not...
That's not what they said.
Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Austin, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we could find something that we have in common.
Hey, you're...
Eh?
Well, about, you know, the first thing you said.
Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room.
Don't just say it.
For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it.
Besides, manga is literature, you know. So if Austin wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop.
Are these two about to fight again?
I
Right?
liked it last time.
That was... fuck, just thrown all over the place. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. We can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Austin?
Maybe.
Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in.
Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right?
I don't disagree or anything.
Yeah. You're right as usual, President.
What
I guess that means we should try picking up a novel or something, huh?
Well, that would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one.
Then as for
You gotta read some
Yuri-
manga. Eh? I have to read manga? Fuck yeah, you do.
You were the one that suggested you should diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful.
Yes.
Hurtful? I didn't realize.
You notice how nice and apologetic
Yeah,
they all are after Monica is gone?
With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interests, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Yeah, it's like not even close to the same types of personalities. No,
Oh, no.
I've realized my error.
Oh,
So if you're willing to
no.
consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding manga to read as well. You're reading Parfait Girls.
Really? It makes me happy to think you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something you
Well,
really like,
pretty
okay?
good. I'm not gonna get it back in there.
Like night and day.
I'm trying.
Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting.
It's not like I have.
Just you.
Well, I do
Ah.
have.
Would you like to come along with me?
If you don't mind.
Not at all. I always go alone, so...
Yeah, me too. This is so cute.
Sayori, shut up.
I'll show you some manga there too. Okay?
Yes. I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I just got a feeling that something bad is about to happen, though. Fuck. Fuck this game.
I guess the meeting's over, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? Oh, that was you. Oops.
I think everyone likes you too.
Damn right they do. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori.
Oh, awesome. Don't think of something like that. It's embarrassing.
Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. But I think you're pulling it off just fine.
We're gonna make the best club. Now that you join, every day is gonna be so much fun.
Fuck, the music stopped.
I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to.
Did I do party yet?
There's actually.
Ah, I don't want to fucking click this.
I wanted to thank you for
What?
getting rid of Monica. Yeah. You do better.
Oh, what the fuck?
That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything else. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know all about the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore.
No. No!
It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you.
No! Stop it. What the
Forever and
fuck?
ever.
Ugh.
Load faster. What are these?
Yes, no, that's correct. Fuck no. No.
What
What the fuck?
Okay, it actually paused. I thought my
No.
screen stopped. What's happening?
I won't let you hurt.
Who? Hurt?
Fuck.
Uh,
I'm sorry, I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. What?
yeah. Yeah. Keep watching. I don't know exactly what's coming, but I knew this was gonna happen.
There's like actual talking.
Oh, I'll have to watch it later in the video. Is it just cycling?
I think that was Monica talking, playing the piano.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So,
It was Monica.
was she bad or was she good?
She was bad. I'll explain. I'll patch in the holes after
I'm
this.
running.
Every day, I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand are the plans.
Oh, she's singing. Yeah.
Oh, she is? Oh, I can't hear that.
No, just let her sing. She's like it's actually her singing.
No! It jiffed me. It jiffed me.
And there's the credits.
Oh!
Wow, it's actually.
Yeah. Alright, so overall, free game. I got about, say about 8, 9, 10 hours of gameplay out of it.
Yeah,
So I had a,
you had a lot.
yeah,
Respect.
and it was about a week's worth of streaming. It had a great story, to be honest with you. It freaked me out in a couple of parts too.
Do you notice Peyton in the images? Some of
Yeah.
them you never saw.
Like that one.
And I'll get into it later. I'll get into it after this.
Okay, way to go.
Special thanks, Monica Austin. Oh. You're welcome. I really did quite enjoy that, though. I didn't think I was going to.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Hi.
This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I wanted to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. script file is missing. Please reinstall the game. Oh. Did it really just uninstall it?
Yeah, yep. When you finish the game, go ahead and look for it. Or try and bring it up again.
Ah, it just comes...
That's
Oh,
all
wow.
you're gonna get. If you paid attention in the top left when you rewatched the stream, it said deleting everything.
What is a
set up
soul?
in the top left-hand corner. It basically deleted all the components of the game, and it just leaves you this.
That's neat. That's really cool.
Yeah. So, what you have to do is you have to completely uninstall it and then reinstall it before you go. Which is not a big game, so it's not really
It took
that
me
big
like
of a
30
deal.
seconds to download the whole thing.
Yeah, it didn't take me that long.
Your thoughts, though? What did you think about it?
Oh, I love the
He
game.
said okay.
I thought it was pretty cool. I liked the fact that nobody knew it was going to turn into a horror game until like you guys were like in half of the game then, and then it freaked everybody out because of just how left
Yeah,
field
well, Bree told me not to watch any spoilers or read anything about it, so I didn't even read the description of the game. I just downloaded and moved on.
That's the best. Like, that's the best part is when you don't think you think this is just another dating sim, and then it
Yeah.
turns like
The craziest thing, honestly, for me that I thought about the game, though, is when Monica was at the very end of it and basically explaining, and she says, I even told you what the game was about and what was going to happen. You go back on a stream, or Steam, and you actually read it, and it literally explains everything about the game. But nobody read it. They just downloaded it and moved on. I thought that was pretty ingenious because it kind of took gamers, like, their mentality basically about, you're not really going to read too much on it, you're just going to hear about it and download it and play it.
Well, that's the kind of thing that developers are getting into. They're trying to take gamers and get them to do things outside of the game that's still a part of the
Yeah.
experience. And it's very tricky to do stuff like that, and that's a pretty clever way to do it. To be like, I already told you it was going to happen. Like, you just go read Steam and there's all the information.
Oh my god.
It's just when you read it, you didn't understand it because you didn't know
Yeah.
the context. So even if you did read it, it didn't make sense.
But yeah, 10 out of 10.
You want me to?
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
And that's a true story, by the way. I'm not even joking about that. True, I really freaking enjoyed this game.
I did too. I'd give it an hour.
Oh, yeah.
3? Yeah. Do you want me to explain
Yeah.
what happened? Okay, so for the video, spoilers, I guess. If you don't want to know, if you want to research it yourself, don't continue listening. So basically what happened is when you got to the second half of the game and you started going south with all the horror parts, that was the part that Monica decided to take everybody in the literature club and put them up like 2 of the mountains, right? And that was the moment that Yuri started acting really weird. Natsuki and them started fighting really hard. You know, everything got really toxic.
Oh my god.
When
The
you
flame is killing
got
me
to
from
the end
behind.
boss with Monica and she turns into Coach,
Yeah.
after that scene, the only way to get past that is to delete her out of the game files. So when you delete her out of the game files, it resets the game for the final part of the game, which is what we just played. And because the game put Shiori, her file, back into the game, but it put her into the same position that Monica was in, which was the president. And Monica knew, or was self-aware, so therefore Shiori became self-aware.
Oh.
And when she became self-aware, she looked into the files and saw what happened. Quote unquote.
Yeah.
You know, she looked. So that's why she said, you know, I knew what happened. I knew what everything Monica did. and she was coming to the same conclusion that Monica was coming to. And instead of letting that play out, Monica was still in the game, deleted it before she could do it.
And me. She deleted me too.
Yeah. Then to make sure that you can't go back and keep her Siori from going any further, she just deletes the whole game.
Yeah, that was clever.
And then she leaves you this note, basically saying, that's why I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany, because if you kept going, each one of those characters would eventually turn into a president. And they would all come to the
Okay, that makes sense.
So it just finally ends the cycle with this. From what I know, there is a second ending where Sayori doesn't come to the conclusion that she comes to. And the only way to get that ending is for you to play the game 3 times. Because you know how you notice how you had 6 game files? So what you were expected to do to get the alternate ending was to play through it and you play through it and you pick the poetry words only specifically for one of the 3 girls. And then right before Sayori's death, which is unavoidable, you exit out of that game before you see her ending and load up a new game. And then you do that game. So like for the first game, Sayori, the second game you pick all the words from Natsuki, you see all those 3 cutscenes, and then for the third game you see Yuri. So in total you have 9 cutscenes that you would see. The 3 girls and the 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so if you have seen all 9 and then see Sayori kill herself in the 3rd game file, which is what Yuri's run through, you'll get an alternate ending, which is Sayori's style, which is bittersweet. It's not a good ending, but it's a bittersweet ending. Instead of Sayori being corrupted by that position and turning evil, she just kind of says goodbye.
Can you just imagine how much coding and stuff had to go into that portion of it, though? Like, with the save files?
That's of coding. So
that is absolutely insane. Holy crap.
But in your first run through, you would probably never, you're designed to never get the bittersweet, because no one's gonna think to do that. No one even knows what to do in the first place until it's too late. And if some of them figured it out, well, that's why there's 6 games.
Yeah.
So that they can go back and redo it. Because after Sayori kills herself, all your game files are deleted. Because the game takes all your game files and decides which ending. Because the second half of the game, no matter what you pick, will always end the same way. One of them kills themselves.
Yeah, that's crazy. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and call it.
So.
Alright, you still got more to talk about with it? Okay.
Nope.
Alright, cool. So we're gonna go ahead and call it. This is actually the last video that we will be doing for Doki Doki Literature Club, and I'll be finding another game to do. I want to do board games with friends, to be honest with you, a little bit too. Because I fucking love board games. That's like one of my favorite pastimes. Like, if I didn't have my computer, I'd be playing board games all damn day long. Alright. Well, we will see you guys next time, and have a good one.